Well, actually we've had most of our growth has been organic. You're right. When I started in the 1980s, we had about 60 airplanes, and now we have almost 10 times that. It's 540 airplanes. So most of that growth has been organic by far. We acquired two other airlines though in our history. Transtar was acquired in the 1980s, and then we acquired Morris Airlines in the 1990s. We have used several different techniques in periods of high growth, acquiring aircraft on the used market, which is still organic growth, but outside of our normal Boeing contract, so we've done that. And we also grew very rapidly in this past decade with a unique arrangement with ATA Airlines. As a code-share partner, we acquired a lot of gates, facilities, and access to more aircraft at Chicago Midway. So it's back to innovation. I think that we have been very prepared in the past to consider an array of alternatives to grow, but 90% of the time, clearly, it's been organic growth. We made an attempt to acquire Frontier Airlines last year, and which is, I think, what you're referring to. It was in bankruptcy. There was already a stalking horse bid out there with Republic Airways. They had agreements with labor in place. They had pre-clearance from the Department of Justice. They had approval from the Board of Directors to the extent that that was necessary. They had the support of the Creditors Committee because, in particular, they were going to maintain the fleet, and the aircraft manufacturers were, Airbus was one of the primary creditors. But it was a good opportunity for us, and we felt like we had value to offer in the auction in the form of better job security for the employees, certainly a better compensation package, a stronger brand with which to grow the Denver market, and ultimately we withdrew from that auction because we refused to drop labor as a contingency. We wanted to make sure that we had agreements with labor before we went forward. So in the end, what it was going to take to win that bid over Republic, we weren't willing to do. But absolutely, given the right circumstances, I think we would be very open to an acquisition, whether it's in bankruptcy or outside of bankruptcy. In that particular situation, just wasn't a good fit for us.